My name is Robert Scott Perry. We have reached a point where the fun that I've been having for the last more than a month, about 6 weeks here in Rhode Island, playing with the politics of the state, has got to come to an end for a couple of reasons. For one thing, even if I were to take the whole state in some kind of a political revolution, it wouldn't be enough. The reason I'm running for senator, everything I said is true. We need to take back each piece of our state that was getting slowly robbed from us. Mostly it was cash. They right in our faces were stealing our money. We have to replace the Secretary of State with somebody that hasn't done the job before or been in politics before. Why? Because the last one, because of his involvement, was just another one of their crooks. We want to put the last gubernatorial candidate, sneak him in there somehow into a job where he can help them steal some more money. Even though he was there the last time they stole money. Forget it. Okay, the whole thing was fun, but it was obvious. You all knew. You all knew you were being robbed. Let's take our state back. That's one thing. The big thing is that today, like many other days, my goodness, I look at the news and 5 minutes later, it looks like there already is a revolution. The police in this country are out of control. The authorities of the federal government are out of control. The senators, 100 of us, of them, I wish to be your next. I hope for your future that I am your next from the state of Rhode Island. The 100 senators have an interesting kind of power. It's different than the power of a president. In ways, it's stronger. If the Senate can pull together and stand with the population, then this is our one chance of taking back control of our government. In terms of what you all would see in your daily lives, and not a lot would change. I understand the Senate. I understand how it works. I wouldn't, as the foolish teabag Republicans have done, shut down the government as though that would make a difference. They, the teabaggers, the Republicans, have almost destroyed this nation from within. Part of sending me to Washington is to make sure that someone in Washington will stand against these Republican, treasonous, teabag sons of bitches and run them right out of town. I'm there for one reason first, to make sure that not one word from one teabagger's mouth is ever listened to again, ever, ever, ever. They've almost destroyed our country. In the meantime, there's a more important issue going on. We're losing control of our government. They're doing nothing but confusing us with this teabag bullshit, and at the same time, we are being threatened from within. We have to maintain the Constitution as it was originally written. This is a serious plea from a serious man in the state of Rhode Island. My name is Robert Scott Perry. If you send me to Washington, the first thing I will do is I will make sure that the Fourth Amendment is completely and totally enacted in every sense of what the Fourth Amendment was meant to be. You have the right to your own personal space. As it is being interpreted on a day-to-day basis in the United States, today, in the city of New York, as in many cities across this country, 2 men were standing on a corner, 5 men with uniforms, beat the living hell out of them for no reason, almost killed them, walked away, and got pats on the back. This must stop. If you think that the city is where it's happening and it won't happen to you, you're wrong. This is not a small thing. This is happening everywhere. Cameras on every cop. The cops can understand it. They'll like it. We need it. Cameras on every cop. That's the beginning. That's step number one. You put that idea out there. Forget me for just a split second. I want to be your senator. Robert Scott Perry, write me in. You have till November 4th. That's not very long. That's why I'm starting today, and I'm not waiting a moment longer. Just that one idea. Cameras on every cop. Sounds small. Like fingerprinting to be identified to get a gun. Sounds small. But there are no fingerprints. Anybody can get a gun. And as far as cameras on every cop, you float the idea. They will crush you. It's the simplest idea in the world. Put a camera on every police officer today. That's the beginning of the fight. If you think this is a small fight, put that idea out there. Have some balls. Take your country back. Male, female. Let's leave the gender bullshit out of this. We're all equal. Everybody can make a phone call. It doesn't take a muscular arm to pull a trigger. Just like that. Keep it simple, folks. Take control of your country. Put a camera on every cop. That's why I want to go to the Senate. That's one of the first reasons I want to go to the Senate. Put a camera on every cop. Now let's do that in the state of Rhode Island without asking the Koch brothers or any other rich people. Put cameras on every cop. Float it. I'll be your senator. I'll do the job.